Good morning. Tony Barata here to talk to you about how a brain injury affects relationships and what some strategies there may be you can employ to address these. You know, when someone suffers a brain injury, it affects the relationship, whether it be husband and wife, father, son, daughter, mother. And each of these relationships, there were different responsibilities. Let's say in a husband and wife relationship, the brain injured person was responsible for paying bills, and now the non-injured person has to take over that responsibility. And you know that there are other responsibilities that husbands and wives shares that may have to now be split up differently. There are relationship roles that will be changed. Maybe one party was the main breadwinner. Maybe one party was the main disciplinarian. Maybe the other party was someone who arranged for the fun in the family and the family vacations. These things may change as a result of the brain injury. And the way the brain injured person communicates is going to change too. That person may talk less. They may be less patient. They may be more angry, maybe more agitated. So this all affects the communication between in a relationship. And this all creates a lot of added stress. And people in a TBI situation start to begin to feel like strangers, and they actually start to maybe contact or talk to other outside people about the things that they used to share in the relationship. And that's when things get dangerous. So what are some of the things that a brain injured person in a relationship can do to make sure that the relationship itself doesn't get harmed too? Well, with regard to responsibilities, identify the things that the brain injured person used to do and now needs help with. Have a discussion about that. The brain injured person may be reluctant to give up some of those responsibilities. So it's important to have a discussion and be patient with the brain injured person to try to understand how that person feels and the need for those responsibility and the responsibility roles to change. Relationship roles, they're going to change too. Somebody may have been the person who did the homework with children all the time. And maybe now you have to explain to the children, I know mommy used to do the homework all the time, but daddy's going to do it for a little while now, okay? These are things, it's important to communicate the new, changed relationship roles that exist to everybody in the family so that there's not a confusion. And lastly, with regard to communication issues, this is ultimately important. You have to be patient. A brain injured person is not going to process information as quickly as they did before. They need more time to process. They may need to resolve issues not in the discussion that you're having at the moment, but have an opportunity to think about it. Maybe they want to write down some notes and come back to you with their thoughts at a later time. This is of utmost importance, and the singular thing that's important to the survival of a relationship between a brain-injured person and their spouse or another person is communication and patience. I hope this has been helpful to you. My name is Tony Barata. Thank you.